My name is Jamie. I have Asperger's, and I see the world in a different way. Asperger's is on the autism spectrum, and people with Asperger's have a hard time understanding social interactions. We don't make eye contact. We misunderstand sarcasm and facial expressions. And sometimes we get frustrated and we have anxiety. Asperger's syndrome is one of a group of neurodevelopmental disorders that affects a person's behavior, use of language and communications, and patterns of a social interaction. We can live a normal life. We can hold down jobs. We can have families. We can have friends. We can own a house. But interacting with people and making conversation is tough. It's hard for us. Our brains are wired differently. We think in a different way. We take things literally. Sometimes when you say something and you're joking, we don't get that and we take it to heart. We get extremely anxious over stuff. We stress out, we panic, we get frustrated, especially if things change at the last minute. We have routines that we follow, and if one little thing changes in that routine, we get frustrated. There are different levels of Asperger's. The level that I have is high functioning. So I can go out in the world and meet people and hold down a job and be able to do all that. And a lot of people don't know because of how high functioning I am, but it just depends on the situation. Sometimes I'm quiet and I'm shy. I like having people approach me. I don't like approaching people for obvious reasons. The highlights of having Asperger's is that we're really highly intelligent. Our IQs are either average or above average. And we are the most talented and creative people that you'll probably ever meet. We use the arts like acting, writing, painting, whatever, as our creative outlet. We express our emotions and our feelings through talent like writing and art and paint. That's our way of letting go our frustrations. We have special interests. I'm really into the paranormal, but not many people that I know are into that. And I will learn as much as I can about the subject. I watch paranormal shows, I watch paranormal movies, I watch documentaries. I love educating people on that subject. We have a different way of thinking. We want our own way of doing something. It may not be your way of doing something and it might take us a little longer to do it, but for us it's easier. A simple problem for you that has a simple answer may look different in our head, and we have our way of processing the information to solve these problems. We have our way of doing something and you have your way. We have limited facial expressions. Not all of us can show emotion or facial expressions. I have my own way of dealing with sadness and anger and happiness. And we don't get facial expressions or emotions. If you're talking to us, it's all monotone. We don't know if you're happy about something because we can't really tell by the tone of your voice. We have our moments, we have our moods. There is a lot of information about Asperger's and there's a lot of different ways of explaining it, but this is my way of telling you that I have Asperger's. It's my way of breaking it down that simple. It's never gonna go away. It's a lifelong struggle. I like to say that my brain doesn't play well with others. It's just wired differently. I think differently. My brain is on a different track. We can live normal lives. We can have a house. We can travel. We can have kids. We can do this. We can do that. It just takes us a little longer to get there. My name is Jamie and I have Asperger's.